Hey Sagittarius, your April reading is ready. It goes the overall theme with clarifiers, the week to week, work and career up at the top, love, and then finally bonus advice. So your theme is higher consciousness, clarified by the Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands, and the Lovers reversed. So something hits you out of nowhere and it elevates your perspective. It gives you a second wind and it like a turbo boost of strength to try something one more time. And it's because you can see now where and how you have become fragmented, areas or ways that you might have betrayed yourself. So you're recommitting to calling all that back into yourself. There's a recentering and a regrouping happening after receiving this kind of new enlightened insight into your life. Whatever it is, it comes without you trying. After clearing your mind, you may be just on the verge of giving up, and it's like Wesley from the Princess Bride movie getting up off of the bed and he says, "Drop your sword." And after it kind of looks like he's done for. Or like Captain Marvel, all the times that she gets back up after getting knocked down, that montage towards the end. So it's a comeback. That's the term I'm looking for. It's a comeback. There's a realization that you might have been led astray from yourself at some point, and you're remembering who you are, and you're like, never again. And there's something here about how you've been using your gift, and are you still aligned with that? Now, week one, you have the Page of Cups. This is the gentle beginning of this awakening. So while this higher consciousness energy, it builds to a fiery force of inner reconciliation, it begins with a whisper, an inkling. And this can be like an innocent childlike energy within you, like the inner child. And you could be taking up a fight to protect it and to make something right with it. And on a more mundane level, you could work with or come into contact with kids or pets, and that just lightens your mood and your energy. It can be the birth of a new dream or a crush or starting to feel some kind of awakening in your consciousness. It's that higher call, but it just starts here as this little whisper. Now, week two, you have the Two of Pentacles. So in this middle of 2 weeks, it feels a little heavier with the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. Not necessarily like emotionally or dark in any way. It's just busy. There's a lot going on, a lot to follow through with. But you're handling everything with grace and finesse. And you're almost ambidextrous, like double timing your productivity. And it takes incredible focus and skill, which you have. It's a week of ups and downs, and you're writing them out beautifully. This type of multitasking, usually though, it isn't sustainable, and eventually there's a sense of serving two masters, and eventually they will conflict or pull you in two different directions that are too far apart to manage both simultaneously. But for now, you're good. So you have 10 of Wands in the third week. So more of this having lots on your plate, a lot of responsibilities. But you have the 9 up there. So down there with the 10, the second wind of the 9 gets you over that finish line, that back half of April. So this is where this higher perspective comes in, and it works its magic on you. And your mind is fully occupied on something, so it's not getting in the way. And then when you realize where you have overcommitted and mixed up your priorities or spread yourself too thin, far and wide, then you can see which of these burdens you can afford to put down and reclaim something for yourself. But here in that third week, you do follow through with the things that you've said you were going to do, and you're not letting anyone down, but you're like, when this is over, I'm doing something different. Now, week 4, you have the 7 of Swords. So there's several things here. For one, if you've decided that something has to go and you experience resistance from within or from someone else, watch for it to be Trojan horsed back in somehow, like by telling yourself or someone else telling you that something doesn't count. And I mean, if you change your mind, but whatever, but there's just a disrespecting of a choice or a boundary. With Lovers reversed in your higher consciousness, there is some betrayal, a giving away of personal power. So look for that tendency. And there's nothing wrong with being strategic though, because that's the other thing I see here is planning a strategic getaway, making your plans and getting everything together before putting in your 2 weeks notice or not renewing a contract or something like that, moving out. If you're taking something back for yourself, you're not doing it all at once, not doing it without preparation. You're making decisions here, just not announcements. Now, for work and career, you have Page of Wands and the 10 of Swords reversed. So that 7 of Swords energy might not be related to work, not for some of you, because this is getting a fresh life, a new inspiration, new ideas, lots of ideas, and budding potential on how to resolve or resuscitate something, a project, an account, or department. It could be something that you thought you were going to give up on because you had fragmented yourself and thought you might not have enough time or energy to do it. But this higher consciousness revelation renews your interest in pursuing it again. And because this is more second wind energy, others of you could be hiring some fresh talent or an intern, getting new perspectives to bring something back from the chopping block. New blood, I'm hearing. So it's like, let the young people try, it says. And whether this Page of Wands is you or someone else, the point is the key to turning this around is actually inexperience, because of that eliminating preconceived ideas and being set in ways of what can and can't work. It's the not knowing what you don't know, not knowing what won't work, that allows for some crazy new idea to save the day. Now, for love, you have the Nine of Cups and the Four of Pentacles reversed. So you can get someone to open up here when it seems like you're not trying to. There's a comfort and an ease and a joy about you, and the sense that you don't need or want anything evokes a sense of openness in someone else. And it's because they know you're not trying to get something from them that makes them feel safe to give to the connection, because it's not going to become a drain, but rather something fulfilling to them. And this is not to say that you won't have needs in a relationship. Of course, we all have needs, but at the end of the day, we're responsible for kind of knowing what they are and meeting them to whatever degree that's possible. And then our partner meets the ones that only they can, like touch and connection, etc. But honestly, like, no one looks at an empty and insatiable person and says, ooh, let me try to make that person happy. I mean, you are just glowing with your own happiness here, and someone wants to be part of it. It's really sweet. And they're saying, you're happy, I'm happy, let's be happy together. And this is something I feel like safe investing in, because it will grow and we can fulfill our own wishes and dreams in this contented space. I mean, this could go the other way. This could be what they're trying to tell you to look for. Someone who's not a bottomless pit of need, who won't try to take care of themselves first. Someone who already has most of what they want in life, except someone to share it with and share what they already have. So your bonus advice is turquoise, awaken your empathy. And I like how they use the word awaken on this card, because you have 2 pages, beginners, newly awakened consciousness. So this also refers to your intuition, which Page of Cups can sometimes signal intuitive or empathic gifts starting to come online and call you to say that they're ready to start being developed. There's something to explore there. So I hope that helps, Sagittarius, and I will talk to you in May. Thank you.